shuffling the cards for the gal that needs to hear this message today. Something about family. This card is called Family. Love holds you together. So when I look at this card, I can see that the gal watching this right now, this is a sister. These are two sisters. This is Niambe and this is Sela from my audiobook drama, Song of Wata. And I'm thinking that maybe at one point you had a really strong relationship with your sister or a woman in your life, or an aunt or a mom or a grandma or a mother figure, or a woman in your life that you like. But maybe things have changed. Or maybe you've never had a strong relationship in your life, and so now you want one, and you're looking for that here. Love holds you together. So maybe the love that you've had in the past was a critical kind of love. It was a kind of love that was conditional. It was conditional love. And if you can see how they're in a box, this frame, the love that they have is confounded to this box, to this area. So they can't expand outside of it. So maybe you have that kind of situation right now where you have a relationship with a woman in your life, a lady in your life, girl in your life, that is just confined, maybe restricted, maybe not as expansive as it could be. But if you see here on this outer border, there are lots of pink. So pink is like femininity, love, as well as just power and rebirth and growth. So they're in this box, but outside of them, there is another box, almost like it's bigger, like a garden. And so there's growing outside of that, and there's more out there. So you might be the type of woman that's like, you want to expand the relationships in your life that feel like family, mentors, teachers, people in your life that can be like a found family. Now, you might have your own definition of what that means to you. But the point is that there is a box around you that's keeping you contained, and you want to experience other things outside of that. And so even though they're contained, there's still something here that is consistent. There's a pattern that is consistent in how you deal with stuff. Maybe you always give a lot of, maybe you can decide if you're someone that gives a lot of affection and care, or maybe you receive it. And maybe you want to switch that. Maybe you want to be like, now I want to be the one that receives a lot of care and affection instead of always giving. Or maybe you want both and you want to find a way to keep that balanced. And so this might be you, a younger self, or maybe it could be you before you, how you want to receive a more dynamic kind of relationships. Maybe you want to learn how to be around people that can appreciate you, that feel like you belong somewhere. So then that's how you can break out of this confined, or maybe even this grows. Maybe it's not so much a box, but maybe it's like you're growing where you're planted. So, and instead of feeling like you're stuck, you just want to grow and expand from where you're at. So that's another thing as well. This girl, they both have flowers in their hair. So from each one that's maybe giving love or receiving it, you're growing in that way. You're learning new things on how to grow and expand and to try new things, and you're being appreciated. So think of the garden again, this box, this frame. Maybe now you're able to expand just a little bit more, accepting compliments or giving hugs or feeling proud of yourself. A lot of times we grow up where we feel like we have a lot of self-worth, or we have to be right all the time. You might have grown up in a dynamic with a woman in your life where you always had to be right, and if you were wrong, then it's like, why are you even talking, kind of thing. So just being appreciated for who you are, and that you can grow and learn and expand, and you don't have to be right all the time. With this kind of relationship, the girl that's reading this, you're not trying to be perfect, you're not trying to be an expert, you're not trying to always have the answers. You just want to contribute your piece because you're a human being and you have an input. But it feels like just doing that, you feel like you're always wrong in the eyes of maybe the person that's receiving it or the person that you're giving it to. You might feel like you're always wrong. No matter what you do, you're always wrong. Maybe you're being criticized or judged for it because you're not seeing it in the way that needs to be said, or whatever. That's not your problem. You give your opinion how you see it, and this person that receives it can decide to take it whichever way she wants to take it. And that the dynamic you have is like a family dynamic. People have their own opinions and their own ways of looking at things. And so if the women in your life are very critical or just always finding fault in something that you say, then just be like her and go give it to somebody else that can appreciate it, or on the same wavelength that understands you a bit better. I think that's a better way of using your energy, because you want love in your life. You want appreciation. And I wouldn't even say love. I'd say you just want to be appreciated. You want to feel like you belong, have appreciation. So I think that's what you need to do. Go find a new plant to water yourself. Always water yourself, right? Like you are that plant. You can be both of these characters. You can be both. Give yourself the love, give yourself the appreciation and the understanding that you need. And that's where it all starts, inside. Because then you can expand out to other people and to other things. But you're your first priority. You're the first one that matters, and you're the one that needs to get all that love and attention and belonging. You can get this card and others like it on my Etsy store, and listen to this audiobook drama, Song of Wata, on my YouTube channel. Follow for more, and I'll see you in the next card reading.